Here, how hard can this glass be hit with winds or maybe even something like a projectile?
Well, it's designed for somewhere between 130 and 150 mile an hour winds, and that's to be structurally sound in that type of wind. And then also you have projectiles like coconuts and branches and furniture and anything else that's around it. And it can hit this glass, and this glass is designed to be impact resistant to that same design pressure between 130 and 150 mile an hour winds. So if a 2x4 came flying across the pool deck here and hit that glass at about 130, the glass might shatter, but it's designed with laminates in the middle of it so that it will resist that impact.
Wow, so it's literally got a laminate layer in between the glass?
That is accurate.
It's right in here?
Yes, that is accurate. These are wind doors. They're some of the best window product for a huge sliding glass door like this. And this, one of the things that makes this house unique is they have really good quality product installed well. And that's what it takes to have a house that can put up with what we're going to put up with over the next couple days.
How far away is this house from the water?
It's about, well, it's right on a lake, but it's about a mile and a half from the Gulf of Mexico.
Do you think the storm surge will come up this far?
I don't believe the storm surge will come this far because we are east of US 41, but we certainly, with that 8 to 12 inches of rain, we will see a foot of water. So that lake right across over here, I mean, the water could come up on the lawn, but I wouldn't anticipate that it would come up to this house and enter the house. The house was built up higher to the new base flood elevation standard, so that anticipated some of the rise in water in an epic storm.
Very good. And so what is the...
In 30 mile an hour winds, we're going to have, what, 10 feet of surf. So 15 becomes 25. And at 25 feet,
Oh, it's not going to be. It's going to be edited down. So
Okay.
I'll just guide you with
right.
questions.
All right.
Go ahead and say and spell your name.
my name is Craig M. Kobza,
How do you spell your last name?
K-O-B-Z-A.
And what's your title?
I'm president of the aerial companies, and I also own a forensic company, forensic construction consultant.
And have you've been building homes here for how long?
I've been working on homes for in excess of 35 years, and I've been building homes for probably 15 years and participating in building of homes in Florida for that amount of time.
Let's talk about your expectation for the homes in the Naples area. What are most of the homes in the Naples area up against with this storm?
The biggest challenge we have is the construction and the quality of the construction and how that relates to how the homes are going to perform in high wind and surge. And this storm has very high wind coefficient, and it has huge surge element to it, unlike anything that we've seen here in 40 years or more.
This is a powerful storm.
Very powerful storm, and it's a storm to take very seriously.
What's that going to have on the impact in terms of the homes that are constructed here? You say there's the older homes and then the newer homes. First, the older homes. What are they up against?
The newer homes?
The older ones.
The older ones, excuse me. The older homes are built to an older standard, right? And so the roofs would tend to be less resistant to wind uplift than the current homes. The windows and doors are built to a lower standard of wind resistance and watertight integrity. So the windows and doors would suffer from high winds and maybe blow out in some cases or leak severely in some cases.
How do you expect them to hold up overall?
I can tell you that I'm very, very concerned. I have never seen a storm anything like this in my almost 40 years in Naples, and I'm very concerned for my customers and our community.
And why? Where do you?
Well, these are epic winds, epic pressures, epic storm surge, and the homes, this storm is going to take its toll. I've been watching the news and watching what's happening down in the islands, and I would hope that we've built a little better quality than that, but this storm is, it's just very, very strong storm.
Do you have an
So-
estimate for how many homes do you think could be damaged in this?
Well, almost no home is going to escape some damage. We're going to have roof tile damage, we're going to have trees falling down, landscaping damage, we're going to have projectiles, going through windows and doors. There's probably not a home that isn't going to sustain some amount of damage. In some of the older homes, it will be severe. When down by the beach, when this 15-foot of water comes through, it's going to total some of these houses. The new FEMA rules that cause you to not be able to put more than 50% of the value of the existing structure into the structure without having to bring it up to current base flood elevation, that's going to create some terminal issues for some of these homes. They're going to have to tear them down to really comply with FEMA, and I think the damage overall is going to be epic.
Now let's talk about what makes this home, the new construction here in Fort Myers. How do you want to build a home to sustain something like this?
Right. Well, in Lee County, Fort Myers, and Naples, Collier County, we have a really robust construction industry. We have people who take pride in what they do. So a home like this house was completed in about 2015, so it would have been the building code just prior to 2015 would have applied. And this house has a very robust roof system. It has a primary water resisting barrier and a secondary water resisting barrier, and then concrete tiles with 2 nails per tile, and the tiles at the edges and ridges are all fastened with special glue also. So this roof is designed to withstand much higher winds, the type of winds that we're going to get. And then you have the walls. The walls of this house happen to be concrete block with a tie beam tying everything together. Each window and door has special filled cells with steel and concrete beside each side of the window and door, plus across the header, and that's designed to hold that structure in place so that when the window's trying to do its job and resist the wind and the rain, it's being helped by the structure.
How much winds can this thing withstand?
This house, on the magnitude of 130 mile an hour to 150 mile an hour winds, no doubt.
That's pretty strong.
That's very strong. It's on the magnitude of what we're expecting to see with Irma.
Right. Can we go to the backside glass real quick?